we weer echte heren kraken elke puzzel. We verdedigen de meid in kort. Waar komt al het magie vandaan? Wie is er hier gestoord? LAYTON versus Phoenix.
Hallo kijkers van ShineSprites, welkom bij de allerlaatste aflevering van LAYTON versus Phoenix met Sander van GamingSB.
Deze is voor jullie, kijk eens hoe mooi, kijk eens hoe prachtig.
Ik vind hem wel prachtig, eerlijk is eerlijk.
Mooi achievement.
Een hele vette achievement. Ik ben trots op je, Sander, dat jij die achievement hebt kunnen halen.
Nee,
nu ben je eigenlijk de achievement master.
De kijkertjes hebben die gehaald. En ik ook, want ik doe mee natuurlijk.
Oh,
dus...
heel ziek. Ik ben trots op de kijkers dat jullie de achievement hebben gehaald.
Jullie.
We gaan deze aflevering eventjes rocken. En het kan zijn dat hij wat langer duurt dan normaal, want we willen hem gewoon eindigen na vandaag. Sander, ik heb nog een idee voor hierna, maar dat bespreken we hierna, ja?
Oké.
En als Sander het een goed idee vindt, dan zien jullie dat de volgende video in dit tijdslot. Op zaterdag waarschijnlijk. Goed, we gaan snel door. Simply put, there must have been some way of affecting the memories of all those within the confines of this town. Missing time and lost memories. Now that is interesting, Inquisitor. You are correct. There is, in fact, a secret that lies within the depths of the Eldritch woods. Something that the people of this town cannot see. Something that can rob people of their time and memories. The very thing that connects all of what you have heard tonight. This is a secret of monumental proportions. And, let me guess, this is a secret that cannot be revealed by the mistress of the Elvish Woods. Is that right? Yes, an excellent deduction, Defender. Ja, ze zal ons een keer wat vertellen.
Ja.
Witches' souls wander astray within the Eldritch Woods? Until tonight, I thought this nothing but a mere fairy tale told to children. But it has become clear that seemingly large organization lies within that forest. The Witch's Court is the border between this world and the other world. Then that means this world, you're Labyrinthia's High Inquisitor, while also being the mistress to the shades in the other world. May I intervene for just a moment, Mr. Wright?
Nee.
Sure.
Oh.
In all honesty, there is still something that sticks out a little odd. Particularly Miss Darklaw's previous testimony. Did you say the previous testimony? There was one vital truth that we managed to take away from that testimony. You mean that magic does not truly exist in Labyrinthia? Indeed, quite the fatal, albeit...
Ja.
Albeit shocking, truth.
Wow.
However, there is one more truth hidden within that same testimony.
Maar wacht, als het albeit zou zijn, zou het dan niet dubbel
Ja.
L zijn?
Ja, maar ik denk dat het dan snel uitgesproken is. Albeit. Dat denk ik echt. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Wright? When there is no evidence left, we have but one more weapon at our disposal with which to uncover the truth. Hey, I've got it, Nick. Remember, in a witch trial you can cross-examine two witnesses at the same time. Hey, that's right, I completely forgot. Being able to have a look at two testimonies side by side is bound to turn up a contradiction somewhere. And that contradiction should provide us with a much needed clue.
Een clue?
Alright. We love
We zijn
clues.
blue,
Blues
want
clues.
hij is blue. Ja, dat wou ik ook zeggen.
We will now take a closer look at Lady Darklaw's previous testimony. This is it, Miss Darklaw's previous testimony. There's a glaring contradiction between this piece of testimony and the others. Ready yourself, Mr. Wright.
Those that are put in...
Into the flames. The witch trials shades. Ja.
Kan.
Lady Darklaw was our venerable... Weet je wat?
Die zou nog kunnen. Ja, ik wou net zeggen.
Deze twee.
Ja, oké.
I am not a witch. I am a wonder. Nor I'm a wandering spirit. Choose.
Ja, ik
een van
denk
deze twee.
die question die meest linkse.
Deze?
Ja, alleen
Ja.
voordat je dat doet. Kijk, ons laatste schildje. Hint,
We
hint.
gaan even saven.
Ja, dankjewel. Zo zonde zijn we nu alles opnieuw moeten doen. Maar dat
Ja.
hoeft niet. We waren gewoon smarty pants.
Your Honor, there's obviously a huge
Discrepancy.
discrepancy between these two pieces of testimony. Miss Darklaw stated that she is known as the Great Witch. However, according to Miss Kira's testimony, Miss Darklaw was her venerable mistress, the Great Witch. That is correct. She was the Great Witch. Note Miss Kira used the past sentence. Past tense, sorry. I am afraid my grammar is not quite what it used to be. May I ask what you mean? It's simple. Miss Darklaw was mistress to the Shades, or as they also called her, the Great Witch. Therefore, she isn't anymore. She is no longer the Great Witch.
Now. Okay.
She is not the Great Witch? Witness, is this true? Huh? It is as you have heard, my lord. I relinquished my position as Great Witch in order to fulfill the objective of this task. What would your objective be again? That would be the assassination of the storyteller, Your Honor. Witness, at the beginning of this trial you stated that you came to town in order to complete your task, didn't you? What's more, you said that you were going to summon the fire dragon to do it. Now this task, it wasn't Miss Darklaw here that gave it to you, was it? No, it wasn't. It was the storyteller zelf?
Ja, dat denk ik.
Yeah. So then, the most pressing question is, who was it that gave you that task? Who told you to come to Labyrinthia and assassinate the storyteller? I cannot tell you, no matter what. Oh, hoe lach
Ja,
je?
zie, want Layton lacht, dus Layton weet het al.
Yeah. It would seem the defense has worked it out as well. Mr. Wright, you know who really gave Miss Kira her task tonight, didn't you?
Eigenlijk is hier ook maar
Defender.
één optie, toch? Als je
Yeah.
als dit speelt en je hebt die hele fight tegen de storyteller gehad.
Dat lijkt mij ook, ja. I ask you to enlighten the court. Show us who really gave the witness... Nou, we gaan voor de zekerheid toch weer eventjes...
Het is de
safe
kat.
staten.
Kut, daar heb ik niet aan gedacht. Of Foxy. Nee.
The storyteller? We're talking about someone with authority and power to replace the Great Witch. Someone who calls the shots. I can't think of anyone else that meets those criteria except the storyteller himself. Preposterous! Then that would mean... Exactly, Your Honor. It means that the storyteller gave his final task to Kira himself. He was, in short, responsible for his own assassination. What? Order in the court. But for what purpose? Why would he plan his own assassination? That I cannot say, Your Honor. However, the final chapter of the story does tell of his inevitable death. While he assigned his task to Kira himself, it is a perfectly natural that he would do so. However, what was not natural is your behavior tonight, Miss Darklaw.
What?
What was unnatural about High Inquisitor behavior? You are once the head of all the Shades, and yet tonight you try to interfere with the storyteller's plan. You rendered Miss Kira unconscious and locked her away in the belfry of the bell tower. That to me seems like the activity of someone aiming to put a stop to his plan altogether.
Zij wilde de storyteller niet doden.
Inderdaading. Oh, inderdaading.
Ja, zie je,
zei
hij
het
zegt
ook.
het ook.
Lady Darklaw,
Wat goed in Engels
what
is die
would
man.
be the reason for such behavior? I'll leave that to you, Mr. Wright. Based on what we've seen in this trial, the defense believes Miss Darklaw's reason for covering up her actions tonight can only be attributed to one thing.
She tried to protect, denk
Ja.
ik.
Could it have been that she was trying to protect the storyteller? Protect? Exactly, that explains why she locked up Miss Kira, big, bad, scary witch, in the belfry.
Oh.
Please think a little harder, Mr. Wright. Miss Darklaw was carrying Miss Cantabella to the bell tower, so that she could appear as the Great Witch Bezella. Following that, the storyteller perished. I do not believe anything about her actions tonight indicate the intention to protect. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it was an act of betrayal. The storyteller used the Great Witch Bezella to take his own life. Instructions to carry out the plan were given to Miss Kira. However, Miss Darklaw planned to intervene and change the scenario at the very last minute. She planned to do so by changing the identity of the Great Witch from Miss Kira to Miss Cantabella, thus bringing us to our current situation. Miss Cantabella on trial for the murder of her father at the hands of Bezella. You, Miss Darklaw, seem to harbor a rather strong hatred to the storyteller, if I'm not mistaken. Hatred, you say? Yes, I suppose you could call it that. Is zij niet ook een dochter van de storyteller?
Ja.
Ja.
Nou ja, uit de afbeelding zou ik dat wel denken, ja.
Yeah. That's right, behold, my revenge. Did you say revenge? Miss Darklaw, will you please tell the court of your plan for revenge? If you insist. Filmpje? Oh, the High Inquisitor and also the Great Witch. Long have I donned with those two masks, one as Labyrinthia's protector, the other as harbinger of destruction. In other words, I was merely meant to serve him. And yet, he sought so selfishly pen the ending of the story under his own terms. He did not care enough about me or any of the townspeople to allow us the dignity and deciding our own fate.
En ik denk dat hier vooral die about me belangrijk is, omdat zij dus ook een dochter is.
Yep.
En daarom wil ze ook alles blamen op Cantabella.
Yeah. What we witnessed tonight was the cowardly act of a man looking for an easy way to end that which he could not properly finish. He cared for no one but himself, hence this sudden sham of an ending. And for that, I will never forgive him. What do you mean by sham of an ending? The Great Witch Bezella is to summon a dragon of fire and end the life of the creator. She will then be put on trial and judged, thus heralding a period of peace and prosperity for all of Labyrinthia. Such is the ending written for this town and its people. It's not an ending I oppose in principle. Who would not wish a happy ending for their own people? However, the problem lies in Bezella's identity. Bezella's identity? As you know, he assigned the role of the Great Witch to this girl beside me. But you're saying that was a falsehood? Is that correct? I knew Bezella's true identity. This not something I could ever forget. That is why I went to the bell tower, and it's why I took the accused there. I did it to ensure the true witch foretold in the story was given the judgment she was due. The true witch? You don't mean... Yes, I speak of none other than Aspella Cantabella.
Ja, zie, zij haat haar.
Yeah.
Objection?
Miss Darklaw, there is a glaring contradiction in your statement. And what would that be? It's supposedly common knowledge that Bezella is capable of using all magic. However, that is far from the truth. Magic does not really exist in this town. It was all one giant illusion created by the Shades. Therefore, the Great Witch Bezella cannot exist either.
Oh. Ja.
You fool! Defender, you really don't have a clue, don't you?
Wat?
But wait just a minute now. Is the defender not correct? If magic does not exist, then it goes without saying that the witches do not exist either. And that would include the Great Witch, would it not?
Objection.
Oh.
Mr. Wright, there is a fundamental mistake in your argument. What do you mean? I have but one simple question. What exactly is Bezella? Huh?
Oh.
Well, she's supposed to be the head of all witches. Allow me to reword the question. The Great Witch Bezella is the root of all disaster within Labyrinthia. Knowing that, what specific disaster might she have been the root of? That would be, die grote brand, toch?
Ja.
We've been hearing Bezella's name left and right since we got there, but not once has the real Bezella shown up in person.
Nee, omdat dat...
Inderdaad, Miss Faye. Bezella herself has been
Ja.
virtually absent from the story thus far. But Inquisitor, did she not claim the life of the storyteller tonight? It would appear so, Your Honor. However, there's just one more thing. Consider this. Which particular... Sorry?
Is Bezella niet gewoon de story van, zeg maar, of het verhaal rondom alle disaster? Is dat het niet?
Which particular story is every citizen of Labyrinthia most familiar with? Well, that would have been the legendary fire, right? Precisely. Surely you're not serious, as the name implies that is but a mere legend. No one knows for certain if it occurred. So they say, but the reality is, there are still traces of the terrible fire within the town today. The professor is right, we've even seen some of it up close, in personal. Oh yeah, the Great Archive. You are indeed correct, Inquisitor. Littered throughout the town are burnt remains of remnants of a fire most fierce. However, no one can say for certain what transpired back then. You see, not a soul saw what actually happened. Let me see if I have this straight. There's an entire town full of people and no one saw what happened? Correct, except for one particular person. There's one person who saw everything.
De storyteller?
I'm speaking, of course, of the one responsible for the fire itself, the Great Witch Bezella. And that is Espella. Yes. I remember it. All of it. Espella, what are you saying? When I close my eyes, I can picture it so vividly. The awful sight of the flames engulfing everything they touched. The scorching heat on my skin, the smell of burning cinder all around me. Large plumes of black smoke, the warm tears streaming down my face.
What the fuck is ze aan het
I
doen?
remember it all. What are you recalling now? Is it the moment the Great Witch Bezella destroyed our town? Well, it appears my role here is finished. As for the rest, I'll leave it in your capable hands, Inquisitor.
Oh, wat?
Huh? She's right. These memories are proof that I am Bezella.
Ja, zie. Want nu is ze weer in trance.
Yeah. But Espella, Mr. Wright. Remember, if you will, what I said at the beginning of this trial. I came here to prove that Espella Cantabella is, in reality, the Great Witch Bezella. Right. There is still one more thing I wish to present to the court. I would now like to call the final witness to the stand. The final
De
witness?
storyteller.
The storyteller, yeah.
Dat is de enige.
Ah, it would appear he has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I give you this trial's final witness, the storyteller. And just like that, he appeared, the man who died, not hours before, and the victim of this very trial, the storyteller himself. The professor sure chose one heck of a final witness. Morning is drawing closer and closer. How this trial will end is anyone's guess.
To be continued.
Zou de epiloog dan, zeg maar, de rest zijn?
Ik vrees van niet.
Ik denk dat die epiloog tegen mij...
Oh nee,
Ja.
jawel. Oh, dan valt het mee. Ik dacht al,
Ja.
toen het To Be Continued stond, toen dacht ik even, oei, dat wordt een lange aflevering. Maar valt mee.
The first story.
The first?
Nou, het kan nog steeds een lange aflevering worden.
Ja. De epiloog is nooit zo extreem lang, toch?
Meestal niet.
In principe niet. Nee.
I don't quite know what to say. I am truly shocked to see the storyteller again, alive and well. This was unexpected by me too, as I did not plan to appear before you all again. I was convinced that you would all see the last of me at the parade. But this is the trial for your murder, and you're alive. Yeah, see, no one was killed, so let's call this whole thing off.
Ja,
Take-
goed punt, goed punt.
But what's the point? The storyteller wasn't killed. Espella would never do anything to harm her dad. If only it was as simple as that to end this trial. However, it is not, Miss Fay. But Professor, search your memory and you will know the reason why. The crime Miss Cantabella is accused of is not just murder. The purpose of a witches' court is to sentence the witches for what they are. Isn't that right, Mr. The storyteller? I fully intend to expose the true identity of Bezella. And this would be not be possible without you, Mr. Storyteller, on the witness stand. I see. And so you assumed the role of an inquisitor just to lure me in here. Be that as it may, the Inquisition will maintain that. Oké. Espella Cantabella is the Great Witch Bezella. Dat rijmt.
Ja.
En we hadden een tijdje geleden hadden we geleerd dat alles wat rijmt, dat is waar.
Ja, dat klopt wel. Dat klopt wel.
There. It's been a long time, Espella. 4 years, in fact. You must have experienced many hardships living among the townsfolk. This daughter of mine never fits in with the others, no matter how hard she tries. No, it wasn't quite like that. There were people who supported me. Aunt Patty was very kind, and the customers who came to our bakery were very nice to me. I'm happy to hear that. I wanted to watch over you ever since you left for the town, but at the end I failed to do so. I had no idea what was happening to you. I am very sorry, Espella. Oh, Dad, you don't need to apologize to me for anything. It's me that owes you an apology. I was trying to hurt you. It was all my fault, not yours. There's no reason for you to blame yourself. Dad, I'm happy we got to talk. Espella, you are so busy writing everyone's stories that you stopped we stopped talking to each other. Before, it was different. You used to have time for me. Please forgive me. Why did it have to come to this? Mr. Storyteller, it's time to put everything in order now. The townsfolk and your daughter deserve to know the truth about yourself and the story. Yes, I suppose it's time I told you the truth. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Storyteller, let us begin. In this trial, I shall be judged. Understood. The witness shall testify. People of Labyrinthia who gathered in this court, I will now tell you the true story. Many of you will certainly find it hard to believe and difficult to accept. Nevertheless, I ask you to please lend me an ear and listen with open minds. Espella, my dear daughter, I ask you to do the same too.
Toen was het stil.
Yeah. Although you know me as a storyteller, I have one more identity. I'm the president of Labrillum Inc.
Ink. Ja.
Incorporated. This whole town is one of Labyrinth's research facilities. It may be hard for you to comprehend. This land is rich and rich in a very special substance which affects everyone who lives here. This substance enables the manipulation of people's minds, and that is what Labyrinth is researching. This experiment began 10 years ago. The townsfolk all became test subjects.
Zoals gewoonlijk.
Ja.
Het lijkt heel gek. En dan is er toch weer iets waardoor het allemaal zou kunnen.
I do not blame you. I suppose all townsfolk are just as confused. Labyrinthia is an artificial town created entirely by me. But, of course, as artificial as it may be, is the reality for those that live here. For the past 10 years, I've been bringing the illusion to life by writing the story. I'm lost for words. It feels like if the whole world has been turned on its head. Your Honor, it's certainly not an easy matter to grasp this new situation at once. Regardless, I suggest we hear more of what the witness has to say. Yes, I agree. Let's continue. The defense may begin the interrogation. Thank you, Your Honor. Interrogation? Dat was toch allemaal gewoon Gucci?
Ja.
Je kan niet eens hitmakers gebruiken? Oh jawel.
Jawel.
Ik al zei.
Al de...
Labyrinth Inc. That's a name I've heard before. It's a global pharmaceutical company with the headquarters in England. If my memory serves right, it was founded by Arthur Cantabella.
Wacht,
Indeed,
wie
that's
was
my
die
true
ene die
name.
dood was gegaan aan het begin?
Dat weet ik niet.
Weet je niet meer die Italiaan die dood was gegaan?
Nee.
Met zijn auto op zijn kop in zo'n boom.
Oh ja. Maar hij is
Maar ik weet
Arthur
niet-
Cantabella, zei hij net, hè? De storyteller heet
Oh, zo. Oh, oké.
Okay.
Oh,
Where are you familiar with that, Mr. Wright? Sure, yeah. I heard of Labyrinth Inc. Of course. Labyrinth Inc. is known for developing a completely harmless anesthetic about 20 years ago. It is now widely used in hospitals all around the world. The company is also working on various other plant-derived sedatives. Yeah, revolutionizing medicine. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your vast knowledge, Mr. Layton.
Hij is een professor.
That's irrelevant. In fact, it's just based on the real world we're from, not Labyrinthia. The real world, Mr. Wright? Then what would you call the world we're in now? Do you think this is a fantasy? No, that's not quite what I meant. Mr. Wright, I didn't mean to be rude, as I presume I know what thoughts are running through your head. However, Labyrinthia is certainly not a place within a book or in the past. Labyrinthia is part of the world we know. Huh? Do you think it's impossible? Why would that be? Are you saying that everyone would know about an unusual town like this? If it existed? Anyway, it would be on the map at least. Nee. No, I'm afraid that cannot be. Huh? This town is not marked on any map. It doesn't officially exist. What? The answer is quite simple. This whole town is a research facility?
Ja.
Yeah, the whole area is a private property of Labyrinth Inc. Wow. That's why Labyrinthia is not marked on any map. Okay. We have taken measures to ensure that this town is not noticed by any local residents. What measures are you talking about? Consider the fact that magic is supposed to exist in this town. Perhaps special mechanisms that were used to create magic also serve to conceal Labyrinthia. There are limits to what magic the shades are capable of producing on their own, after all. That is the case indeed. The magic in this town has been made feasible owing to the latest technology. Technology? Tricks? I cannot believe this. However, there's one question. Is there no industry in Labyrinthia? How do you obtain necessary commodities?
Ja, kom maar.
Very observant, aren't you? All commodities are regularly shipped in by sea. A young man once made his way here on a freighter and took a spella out of town. Oh. That was Carmine Accidenti.
Hey, dat is die Italiaan waar ik
Ja.
het over had. Bedankt, Layton.
Ik snap nu die naam pas.
Ik snap...
Carmine Accidenti.
Accidenti snap ik, van ongeluk.
Ja, en car. Accident.
Oh.
Holy shit. As you might suspect, it would be beyond the power of Labyrinthia Inc. to keep a facility this size a secret for so long. Labyrinthia is a project co-funded by the British government. But it's a government project. But what would their stake in this? It's all because of my beliefs.
His beliefs?
Ah, by the way, yes, Your Honor. What is a research facility? I've never heard of anything like that before.
Ja.
Oh yes, that was careless of me. Naturally, you wouldn't know what that means. How can I explain this? This whole town is my creation. Ah, that's what it was all about. In other words, it's all your story. That makes it all clear. Wow. Getting back to the topic. There is an important reason why we have chosen to build such a facility here. Moet alles pressen.
Ja.
A special substance, what does it actually do? This area has been isolated since ancient times, developing its own unique culture. There are underground ruins on the verge of the town. We found the writings there, presumably left by the natives of this land.
Oh. Dat.
A bell that was supposed to be there was missing. So you have seen the ruins. I suspected that you would find them. Then perhaps you also have noticed that everyone who lives here has a very particular condition. A peculiar condition, you say? I can't just sit here quietly and like a patient old man when you're saying such things. What kind of condition is it? You have every right to know. This condition makes people fall unconscious upon the sound of a certain metal being struck. Ja, dat is natuurlijk de bel. Pure silver. And so there is not a single object made of silver in Labyrinthia.
Except.
This condition is an integral part of magic. How so? All inhabitants of Elwich Woods carry small silver bells. I see now. The shades ring the bells when they need to create the illusion of magic.
Maar dan heeft Layton en Maya hebben dat dan ook. Want die hebben daar ook niks.
Ja. Look, that's the secret of the time-stealing magic Darkla told us about. Oh ja.
Oh, ja.
Ja.
Waar is Luke eigenlijk?
Die is aan het chillen ergens.
Met de
We have been
aan het chillen.
researching this condition at Labyrinthia Inc. And finally we discovered its cause. It was the groundwater. Water causes it? The groundwater contains a certain unique substance found in the soil of this area. So, if you drink the water, you'll get this silver allergy. But,
ja, maar dan verklaart
of course,
wel, ja.
yeah, it's impossible to live without water. Of course, that's why everyone who lives here has that condition. Oh dear. You needn't worry, this condition is harmless, especially as silver is unknown to the townsfolk. Something's still not quite right though. If the sound of silver bells make people pass out, why don't the shades pass out too?
Want ze dan toch niet dat
Although
water drinken?
Yeah. Although the effect of the substance in the groundwater is powerful, it doesn't last long. The condition will vanish after a day or so without drinking the water. Oh, that's convenient. That substance effects aren't limited to humans. It can also affect plants to a great extent. Plants are affected by it. Our research was focused on the plants rather than humans. Oh, heftig.
Maar waarom hebben we dan al deze humans in de tuin gestopt als het je ging om de planten?
Yeah. That sounds really scary. What is this about? The substance enters the groundwater, affecting organisms that consume it. People who drink it daily acquire that odd condition. They fall unconscious upon hearing the sound of silver metal.
Okay.
Yes, although the substance in the groundwater also has a tremendous effect on plants. Wildflowers in this area contain a certain poison. Upon my beard, poison? This poison doesn't harm the body. It has the effect of manipulating the mind.
Zoals bij Spella
people.
gebeurt.
Precies. Precies. I've been writing the story for 10 years. The title of the story is Historia Labyrinthia. The ink is used to write it. It was made from those plants. Oh, Nick, do you remember how funny the ink smelled? That was the gas released when the ink evaporates. And that's where the trick is. What? Those that inhale the gas become extremely susceptible to suggestion. You mean brainwashing? They will believe anything they're told, or anything they read, however strange or unrealistic. It will be imprinted to their minds as the truth. So that was the true purpose of the parades. Ah, yeah.
Ja, dat is op zich best logisch.
Pages of the story written in that special ink were regularly distributed among the townspeople. It was done so that everyone would be in a state of hypnosis.
And they would all believe.
Indeed. The creation of a fully controlled town with the inhabitants subject to long-term hypnosis. That was one of the topics of her research. Then the story that is written in the Historia Labyrinthia, you could call it self-fulfilling prophecy, realized through the shade's work and the hypnotic effect of the ink vapors. Is that how it was all this time? Yeah.
Nee. Tuurlijk was het hoe het was.
Yeah. All the people subjected to this experiment have been living here all this time? No, we started with just a few people, gradually getting more and more. I just say that I'm afraid of what the answer to this question might be. But where did these people come from? You haven't restored to abduction of any chance, haven't you? Of course not. Every test subject signed a contract with Labyrinthia. A contract to have their memories erased and be used like pawns in a story? The current inhabitants of this town have one thing in common. They were all dissatisfied with their lives and wanted to start anew. Forgetting about their mistakes, forsaking unwanted identities.
Maar Luke, ja. Maya, Phoenix en Layton toch niet? Dus hoe komen die hier?
Nee, maar die zijn binnengekomen door de car accident, meneer.
Ah, oké.
Carmen Accidenti of zoiets.
Carmine Accidenti.
Carmine, yeah. There are more people like that out there than you might think.
Dat geloof ik.
They have all agreed to participate in our research. But that is insane. It's not as unreasonable as you suggest. We give them a new identity, a chance to start their life again. In return, they subject themselves to hypnosis and live in this town as our test subjects. In order for this project, to be possible, we suppress their memories of the past, including the memory of signing the contract. So ultimately, they are not aware of what is going on. I couldn't agree more. I have no idea what's going on. Let me make this clear, Mr. Wright. We do not erase their memories, we suppress them. They will regain their memories of life before Labyrinthia once their contract is over. So, this place was uninhabited before you started this research 10 years ago. And you've managed to keep everyone in a state of hypnosis for 10 years straight. Can you really hypnotize someone for that long? I mean, 10 years is one heck of a long time. It was achieved through the distribution of the story during parades.
Precies.
Yeah. The ink vapors have a powerful effect, but it wouldn't last 10 years, of course. With each parade, the effect was renewed. That's why the parades took place at regular intervals.
Ja.
That was the true purpose of the event.
And now the real conclusion.
I have been born and raised here. It was a poor, small town with no industry to speak of. That had fallen behind the times. Ever since I was a child, I had one friend that was especially close to me. He was a bright boy, curious about the world. His name was Newton Belduke. Sir Newton Belduke?
Die ken
The
ik.
alchemist? So there were childhood friends, the plot thickens. He had always been interested in the unique natural features of this land. There was really nothing here, but to us this area was an exciting place worth exploring. And one day we made an astonishing discovery on the outskirts of the town. We stumbled upon the entrance to the underground caverns leading to the colossal ruins. Whoa, look at that, Newton. This is so amazing. And this strange writing, I've never seen anything like it before. We found ancient writings in the ruins. Newton managed to decode some of them. According to our findings, a highly advanced culture zou de Asseran zijn, had existed on the land where our little town was built. Some great calamity had befallen the natives and they migrated elsewhere. They believed
Ik denk
that
het trouwens niet, want
plants
Emmy is er niet.
yeah. Cursed by the identity called the Great Witch Bezella. The natives sealed the curse within the ruins and left in search of a new home.
Niet dat dat een klacht was hoor. Ik vind het prima als Emmy er niet is.
Nou,
Mooi
inderdaad. That is all that we managed to decipher. Bezella's curse. It was sealed in the ruins, you say? Would that be the Bell of Ruin? The Bell.
The Bell of Ruin!
Regrettably, we couldn't get any further information from the writings at the time. Needless to say, Newton and I were very excited by the discovery. I knew it! This place is special! It had some kind of mysterious power. If you could find out what that is, our humble town would become famous. You know what?
Famous!
I'm going to do that. I will unravel the mystery of this place.
Ja, zou ik ook doen.
And so Newton began studying the indigenous plants.
Ik geloof het.
And substances dissolved in the groundwater. On the other hand, I studied economics and management at the university in London. I dreamed of bringing prosperity to this poor, forgotten town. I wanted to change it for the better with my own hands. Meanwhile, Newton had succeeded at extracting... Ja.
Maar hoe leggen ze nou die rope uit, hè?
Everyone in our town had died. All the townspeople perished. Huh? Just what on earth happened to them?
Nee,
That does not matter anymore. We purchased the environs of our town, the mountains, the lake, the plants, everything. Then, 10 years ago, having received financial support from the government, we started Project Labyrinthia.
Cool.
It was much smaller in the beginning. It started as no more than a village. Over the course of 10 years, it slowly grew into a town. The population increased as well. More people were signing the contract with Labrylum.
Yeah.
Slowly increasing the number of inhabitants, correct? Yeah. They would sign the contract, be hypnotized and assigned a role, and then be introduced to the world of the story.
Nou.
I have spoken at length. Thank you for patiently listening to my tale. Bezella is the name of the witch from an ancient legend that we read about in the ruins. It is a fictional character. She does not exist. But then, magic and witches.
Yeah, they do not exist here.
Magic is just an illusion, and there are no witches. Alright, so it was all fake. That doesn't make it much better. Why did you write a story where people get killed with magic and witches are thrown into a fire?
Oh, yeah.
You could have made it a peaceful, pleasant world where everyone would be happy. No, that was not possible. But why? This is a research facility after all. We are researching ways to completely control human beings. Test subjects need to be exposed to extreme situations, so we decided on a fantasy setting. We wouldn't have got funding from the government otherwise. In other words, we are running a business.
Eerlijk, ik denk dat de overheid sowieso niet snel hieraan mee zou doen.
Nee.
Dit klinkt alsof het verschillende delen van de Geneva Convention schendt, zeg maar.
But
Okay.
Just what instructions do you give to the people you hypnotize? You don't give each of them a full set of memories of their whole fictional life, do you? No, it's much more simple than that. We only give them two pieces of information. First one, that they were born in this town, and the second one was their new occupation. When they fill the gaps, then they will fill the gaps themselves, without being aware of it. The human mind requires a consistent story of one's life. Which means, of course, that no labyrinthian has memories from earlier than 10 years ago. No one has any memories from before they came to Labyrinthia. What are you saying? That's all one big lie. I am who I am. But can you remember your childhood? I can't. That's true. I can't remember. Oh, wacht, dit zijn de mensen.
Yeah.
As you can hear, no one can remember their real past. There's no exceptions. Ah, it seems Mr. Wright too has noticed it too. What are you talking about, Layton? Mr. Cantabella, you just have testified that not a single citizen of this town remembers anything from more than 10 years ago.
Maar Cantabella.
Yes, as that is true. The truth. Now, that's a strange assertion, especially coming from you. What do you mean? There's one person in this town
dat is hij, ja, tuurlijk.
who remembers what happened more than 10 years ago. That cannot be, it's impossible.
Of Darklaw. Of Aspella.
Oh, ja.
Nu ben ik in de war.
Aspella and Darlaw, yeah. Please enlighten us. Who is the person that remembers their past? Even zeggen.
Nou ja. Kijk.
Ja, het
Ik
kan ook
denk
Aspella
dat
zijn.
ik eerst zou gaan met de storyteller, niet? Want hij heeft net uitgelegd.
Wacht. Niet de
Oké,
storyteller.
de storyteller is het niet. Ja, dat is lastig.
Zou het Darklaw of zou het Aspella zijn?
Nee, ik zie het
Dikke
al. Het is
spel.
Foxy. Nee, ik denk ook een spells.
Ja. Precisely, Mr. Wright. That person is none other than Aspella Cantabella. What? That's impossible. It's true that. I remember it clearly, as if it happened yesterday, the legendary fire. No, that's impossible. That's just your imagination, Aspella. No, it's not. I couldn't remember it before, but all came back to me because I'm Bezella. No, Aspella, there are no witches. That fire was just a bad dream. The Inquisition would like to call Aspella Cantabella to testify. Oh man, deze duurt nog lang, man. Regardless of whether Miss Cantabella is Bezella or not, her memories may contain valuable clues. Yes, that may be so. No, wait. I don't agree with this. This trial is over, Your Honor. Nee. You seem to be forgetting something, Mr. Cantabella. Your story is ended. You are no longer in control. You are merely one of the characters. And this is also why we will not cease seeking the truth until we find it. The fans, what's your opinion of this? There's only one way to proceed with this trial. And that is by questioning Miss Cantabella about her memories. In that case, the court summons Spella Cantabella as a witness. Attendance, bring the accused to the witness stand. Misschien dat ik deze aflevering gewoon in 2 delen upload. No. Dat kan ook nog.
Daar gaan we in het momentje.
Nee, dat kan ook nog gewoon als deel van de finale.
Ja, oké.
Now, witness, testify about your memories of the legendary fire. Yes, my lord.
Ja, oké, nee, ik snap wel dat je
kan allebei.
Ik snap wel dat je hem wil opdelen, maar...
We kijken wel even hoe het loopt. I was just a little girl then. It happened during the annual fire festival. Everyone was gathered in the town square for the fire festival and I was watching them from the bell tower. The Great Witch Bezella... Oh, ik denk dat ik al weet wat er is gebeurd. Denk jij ook niet?
Ook, is het niet... Oh, ja, ik weet het. Ik denk dat ik het ook weet.
Ik denk dat zij die bel heeft geluid en dat toen, omdat het Fire Festival was, dat alles in de fik is gevlogen. Omdat zij doet de bel luiden, iedereen valt in slaap, zeg maar. En dan opeens valt alles vlam. Een enormous fire dragon
dat kan
appeared.
komen door bliksem.
Ja.
Of zo.
Oh, ja. Terrified by what it summoned. Witness, what you have told us wasn't a bad dream of a fairy tale, but what you called, what you actually experienced. Yes, it was like I've already said. I remember it very clearly. The heat from the fire, the smell of smoke. Spella, what are you talking about? The defense may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor.
Jezus. Ja, doe maar.
Hold it!
Can you tell me more about the fire dragon? That monstrous image is still so vivid. It looked like the one attacked DAT this evening. I've done something terrible again. Then you are sure that the fire dragon you saw more than 10 years ago and the one summoned this evening were exactly the same?
Nou, dat...
Yes, they were definitely the same.
Ja.
Hang on!
Is something wrong, Mr. Cantabella? It's impossible. There's no such thing as magic. You never believe me, Dad. I don't know why you have to be like this. There was a time when things were different. Spella, what are you saying? Look at them. It's like a common argument between teenager and parent. Miss Cantabella, yes. Would you mind giving us more detail of what you saw? Could I borrow a sheet of parchment and a pencil? I think it will be better to draw it.
Nee, grapje.
Ja, nee, inderdaad. Your request shall be granted. Bring parchment and a pencil to the witness immediately.
Nou, teken even gauw. Ja, het is Charizard, ik zie het al. Ik kan alleen niet tekenen.
Dat denk ik ook. This is it. It's the fire dragon I saw that night. Het is nog
best mooi als hij niet kan tekenen.
Ja. I only caught a glimpse of it. But it was real.
It was real.
I must say, it does closely resemble the supposedly magical creature we witnessed this evening. It does indeed. This drawing shall be added to the evidence.
Ja, daarom is het ook dus.
This is a farce. Discovering the truth about the dragon shall be our next objective. Witness, continue your testimony. Yes, my lord. Oh.
Hold it!
Do you remember casting a spell? I cannot remember.
Hang on!
You look upset, Mr. Cantabella. Ah, pardon me. Did you want something? I'd like to know what you think about the spella's gebeuren.
Ja.
My opinion about this has not changed since the last time. It's just a dream. Listen to me, Speller. You are not Bezella. There was no legendary fire. Dad, you have no idea how much I want to believe you, but I just can't. I remember what I saw, and now it felt, and how I felt the heat, the smoke. Magic doesn't exist. It belongs in fairy tales. There are no fire dragons either.
Maar er was
Spella
fire.
seems. Yeah. Espella seems certain that she saw a fire dragon at the time. However, as long as we do not have any evidence to support or disprove this claim, we can't make any progress.
Court record, Gijs. Hebben we dat boek? Dat boek dat Layton voorlas, zat daar niet iets in? Maar die hebben we niet. Nee, dat is die sketch. Ja, dat is mooi draakie, maar daar hebben we niet zoveel aan.
Mooi draakie.
Ja, toch? Ja, waarschijnlijk heb je evidence, maar ik zou niet weten wat.
Nee. I can understand your choice to be cautious with your judgment, Mr. Wright. However, I must remind you that the only way to discover the whole truth is to bring light the true nature. Oké.
Nou, je hebt dus evidence, dat is zeker. Welke evidence? Ah nee, dan moeten we het stukje opnieuw doen zeker. Oh. Ja, ik denk dat je eentje terug moet en alles opnieuw moet doen, maar dan moet zeggen, yo, ik heb wel evidence.
Ja, evidence ring.
Ja. Kun je niet speed-up in deze game?
Jawel, alleen dan klik je misschien te ver, zeg maar.
Ja, oké. In Ace Attorney kan het wel, dan kun je de tekst speed-uppen. Zeg maar. Maar misschien dat dat alleen in de PC-versie is, dat het op de DS überhaupt niet kon hoor. Oh wel, misschien met de LNR-button? Eén van de twee.
Ja, ik weet niet welke dit is.
Nee, dat snap ik, maar misschien dat het wel is, maar... Oké.
7 voor de zekerheid.
Ja, hier een eentje zou ik wel doen. Want ik zou het hier niet weten. Nou, die is sowieso niet. Dit lijkt me ook niet, maar ja. Dat denk ik bij alles.
Nou, ja, die ook niet. Dan moet het toch gewoon deze zijn?
Ja. Zeg maar.
It is, of course, a speller's drawing of the dragon. It's impossible to draw a dragon with so much detail unless you've actually seen it. Wow, is that it? And it looks very much like a fire dragon we saw this evening. It cannot be a mere coincidence. You cannot possibly use that drawing as evidence. And why not? Because she could have just drawn the dragon from this evening. Dad, why don't you believe me? I saw that dragon when I was little. This town is my creation. I know everything about it, and I assure you there's no magic. If there's anyone who can tell us what's possible and what is not, it's me, the creator of Labyrinthia. Your overconfidence has clouded your judgment and is preventing you from seeing the truth. Zou het Darklaw zijn die jaloers is?
Ja.
In order to see what's really there, you need to reject biased assumptions and keep an open mind. You are overlooking certain facts precisely because you are the creator of this town. It's nothing short of insanity. Magic doesn't exist. And yet, Aspella says she saw a fire dragon. It seems like a contradiction, but perhaps it's not. Mr. Wright, yes. The solution to this mystery is out there. We just need to find it. Do you suppose you know where it is?
Ja. In de town itself.
Spella was watching the town burn at the time. She was saying she saw enormous fire dragon. Now, if you put two together, I think her best guess is the fire dragon saw has this town itself. Huh? In other words, Spella saw the dragon shape looming over the burning town. How absurd! That's a mere speculation. Het is toch niet dat de straten lijken op een draak als je op de toren staat?
Ja, waarschijnlijk wel.
It's all quite simple, Mr. Storyteller. We will now go to the belfry. Hoe spannend.
Besef dat we het hele ding van die... hoe heet het? Invisibility cloaks niet hebben uitgelegd, hè? Dat moet ook nog. Dit is een lange aflevering.
Holy shit.
Over
10 years ago. The witness was standing somewhere around here when she saw a fire dragon. Am I correct? Yes, Mr. Layton. However, what was it that you actually saw then? Let us see if we can find the answer to that question. Why not? Go ahead and try, but I've warned you that it's futile.
Okay,
you will find nothing here.
Ja, laat ons gewoon.
Okay. Let us look for the fire dragon. We can see the whole town from here. Look in every direction for something that would resemble Cantabella's drawing.
Oh mijn god, ja.
Take that!
Aspella, what do you think? I don't know. It doesn't look like a dragon.
Ah.
Valt.
We zijn er nog niet. Want we kunnen ook... je kunt ook naar links en naar rechts.
Oh.
Hé, dat is Darko. Nee, dat is niet Darko.
Dit ziet er best wel uit als een draak, hè?
Nee, dat is wel... ja, als dat hem niet is, dan weet ik het ook niet.
Aspella, can you have a look at this? It looks like the dragon was hiding in here, after all. This is it. Hey, that's identical to the one Aspella drew. But it's not the fire dragon. The fire dragon was a creature made of flames. Ja, maar als je er toch... Oh,
ja, maar als het toch allemaal in brand staat... Oh.
I think we can consider this mystery solved. I suggest we head back to the court. I will explain everything there. Is that all right with you, Mr. Cantabella?
Nee.
Ik gooi me nu van deze toren af. I have no idea. Let's follow the others back to the courtroom.
Oké. Er is iets met die man aan de hand.
Met die manning?
Met die storyteller man. Arthur. Zie jij, hij is koning Arthur. Daarom moest Luke ook zo'n zwaard uit het ding trekken. Uitsteken.
Precies. The Inquisition's investigation seems to have yielded some unexpected results, but can someone explain them to me? Your Honor, the Inquisition will interpret the results of the investigation. Witness, you said you were 6 years old at the time of the incident? Yes, that's right. Did you see the moment the dragon appeared above the town? Huh? No, I don't remember. I remember seeing it at some point. It was like a flash. The town was ablaze. and this very beast was hovering above it. When you noticed the dragon, the town was already engulfed by flames? Yes. That information completes the picture. Miss Cantabella's statement has offered me an insight into the true story to the fire dragon. Over 10 years ago, Miss Cantabella was in the belfry, unconscious. What events led to this? Perhaps we will discover that in due course. Ja, dus heeft die bel aangeraakt. When she awoke, the whole town was on fire. Having inhaled much smoke, she was still dazed. She was only vaguely aware of her surroundings. When she looked up, alarmed by the scorching heat, unable to stand, she was on her knees. And then she saw something that she would remember her whole life. She saw a terrifying fire dragon attacking the town. She saw it through the fretwork in the balustrade.
Ja, dus dat hele verhaal hebben ze natuurlijk opgezet. Daarom hebben ze in de belfry zo'n ding gemaakt. Alleen omdat Spella Cantabella toevallig daar was tijdens het vuur, kan zij het echt herinneren. En was zij de Great Witch Bezella.
Precies.
Nou, klaar. Solved dit. Doei.
Echt, hè?
Dit was de serie. Leuk dat jullie keken.
Ja.
De Judge is stil van. En Spella is ook stil van.
Miss Cantabella, the illustration you have drawn for us bears an uncanny resemblance to the fretwork in the belfry. You saw the dragon when you were confused, possibly mildly nog wat from the smoke. There was no magic and no magical beast.
Nice.
You believe a stranger, but not your father. That is so typical of teenagers. You should have listened to me. And now that all the mysteries have been unraveled, can we not end this trial and go home? Nee. As much as we all like to, I'm afraid it's still a bit too early for that. What else do you want from us? There's just one more problem I'd like to solve tonight. One more? What on earth could that be? Miss Cantabella, we've ascertained that you were in the belfry when you saw the dragon. However, that creates a new question. How did you get there? I haven't thought of that. Yeah, neither have I. As expected of an ace attorney, Mr. Wright seems to have noticed the problem too, at last. In order to access the belfry, you need to use the bell tower mechanism. And the mechanism can only be set in motion with the pendants. Indeed, Miss Cantabella, did you have your pendant with you at the time? Yes, I think I did. I always had it with me. But why did I have that pendant? I can't remember it at all. This pendant is not just for show. It's the key to the belfry. Why was she carrying it around? We must also not forget that the pendant does not suffice to operate the contraption. 2 of them are required. 2 pendants, Miss Cantabella. Are you certain that you were alone in the belfry? No, I wasn't alone. I was there with a friend. What friend?
Nee.
Kitty cat.
Darklaw.
Eve, where did you go off to? The friend you mentioned, was it this cat? Yes, she's my best friend. We've always been together. Without Eve, I would have been so lonely. That kitty's always appearing out of nowhere to keep Spella company. Of course she does. After all, Bezella is always accompanied by a black cat. What you saw from the bell tower when you were little was so terrifying that even an adult would have been scarred for life. The town burned in front of your eyes. You thought you saw a fire dragon. You see, your memories have been twisted by the horrors you saw. What do you mean? The dragon you saw wasn't real, and I suspect that the friend who was with you at the bell tower might not have been that cat. No, it was her. It was Eve, my only friend. Miss Cantabella, the pendant needed to access the belfry is too large for a cat. Are you following?
Precies.
If
Ja, dus
Eve
ik
was
had
with
het
you,
wel goed toen ik zei dat het Darklaw was.
It would have been impossible for you to enter the belfry. Wait, Inquisitor, where's this all going? You have no right to tamper with my daughter's memories. You are right, of course. Hij mag dat wel met alle andere mensen in de stad, maar jij mag dat niet bij mijn dochter.
Ja.
Nor should you attempt to cover up the truth.
Oh.
No, you're wrong. Eve was my only friend. Nope. Think about that day again, Miss Cantabella. You went to the top of that bell tower with a friend who also had a pendant. Well then, why don't we have the defense present some evidence?
Waarom wordt de defense... Layton doet al het werk. Laat Layton lekker.
Oh, oké. Oké, we moeten de pendant laten zien, denk ik.
Ja, dat lijkt me wel. Oh, hij gaat het doen, denk ik.
Please hold on, Your Honor. Ooh, what is this all of a sudden, Inquisitor Layton? The defense does not have the necessary evidence, but someone else does.
Ja, en
What do you
hij...
mean?
Oh, Luke. Nu komt Luke aan.
This is time.
Ik ben Luke.
Yeah. Okay. You
Son of a witch.
boyo. This is what you wanted from the very start, isn't it? Well, in that case, the Inquisition shall present the evidence. Ja, monumentje. Even 7. Ik weet welke het is, maar voor de zekerheid.
Dit is een Layton's. Have a look. Have a look.
This is the proof. This photograph shows Miss Cantabella with a friend. Golly, this is the finest illustration I've ever seen.
Oh mijn god, dit is een
It's a photograph.
foto. Ja.
It looks as if the reflection of the real world on paper. Tell me, who created this exquisite work of art? Well, Your Honor, I understand you are fascinated, but let us focus on what this picture shows. This picture was found in the Storyteller's Tower. Mr. Cantabella, we have taken the liberty of borrowing it for this trial. It's enough to look away for a second and you're already caused trouble. Professor? Aren't photographs against the rules? I mean, this is supposed to be a medieval setting. Meh,
Nah, who cares?
What's important now is helping Miss Cantabella to grasp the truth. And in this case, the end justified the means.
Ga door.
Please take a close look at the two girls in this picture. Each of them is wearing a pendant. Why? That's so. These are the belfry contraption. We know that one of these girls is Miss Cantabella. But then, who is the other girl? Accused. Do you have any idea? Hey, iedereen zit dit toch? Waarom doen we moeilijk?
Ja, waarom moeten we dit doen?
It's me. And the other girl is... She's... I don't know. Espella! Your Honor, stop this trial. Stop it right now. Can't you see you're driving Espella into insanity? No. Nee. It's just the opposite, Mr. Cantabella. If we turn away from the truth now, Espella will close herself to the world forever. Her. Mr. Wright. Yes. You know who it is, don't you? You know the identity of the other girl in this picture. Is that so?
It is Foxy.
The defense knows that.
Foxy.
Yeah.
Wat doe jij nou? Het is toch Foxy?
I'm thinking it's High Inquisitor Darklaw. High Inquisitor Darklaw? I cannot say I didn't have slight suspicions about her. But oh my. Miss Cantabella, what do you say? Do you remember the girl next to you in this picture? I was with Lady Darklaw. This is crazy! What are you basing your preposterous claim on? But Mr. Cantabella, this girl closely resembles the High Inquisitor. resembles. That's just your personal opinion. Nee, dat is niet waar. It's meaningless in a court of law.
Your meaningless in the court of law.
Want
So.
evidence, I've got it. What? The definitive proof that the girl in the picture is high-quested daughter.
Ja,
dat zal deze
die
zijn.
pennant. Ja, ik zou wel safe
Ja,
voor
maar ik ga even
zeker.
safe voor
Want
de zekerheid.
straks is het weer een of andere bullshit.
Yeah. And this is the proof. It was the High Inquisitor. The pendant needed for that contraption in the bell tower. I have Mr. Darklaw's testimony here.
She said the
She
pendant was
said
hers.
this
Ja.
pendant was hers. Kabooming.
We're done.
And so,
Klaar.
the other girl in the picture is definitely Mrs. Darklaw. Is it really?
Nee, daarom zeggen we dat ook. Ah,
Dit is
lieve
Darklaw,
cute
stiekem.
cat. Oh, dat zou best kunnen.
Zij is Darklaw. Eve, where are you going?
Huh?
Oh.
Eve is van Darklaw. I was
I
expecting you.
Miss Darklaw.
Late in
I
is
see
the villain
that I was
all
not
along.
mistaken about you. I trusted in your ability to get this far. High Inquisitor Darklaw, where did you just appear from? Does your memory not serve you well, Your Honor? You know what I am. I can disappear at will at any time I wish to. So, storyteller, everything has worked out just as you had written. Referred creator of Labyrinthia. Darklaw. Lady Darklaw. Jezus, wat duurt dit lang.
Ja.
Miss Darklaw, did you enter the belfry with Miss Cantabella when you were little? Yes, I did.
Oké,
Then you
klaar.
have memories of events from those before 10 years ago. Yeah, I certainly do.
Dus, konden we Darklaw kiezen? Eerder? En dan was dat dus
ja,
ook gewoon juist.
Ja. Lady Darklaw, you are with me? Your memories have been suppressed by that man. But I was with Eve. Eve, huh? Eve, the black cat? Yes, she has always been my dear friend. She was by my side on that day too. What a bizarre coincidence. Darklaw isn't my real name. Dit is ook Cantabella, want dit is haar zus, wedden?
Ja.
It's Eve. Wow.
Eve Cantabella.
You are Eve?
Ja, precies.
Eve.
Ze was met Eve.
Espella. My dear friend Eve. It can be. That flashback. Was it real? Darklaw, why are you doing this? Are you trying to undo everything I've accomplished in the past 10 years? Nee. You've already ruined everything yourself. What is it what you want? What I want? My aim is to mistake the truth known so that everything returns to how it should be. Miss Darklaw? Will you tell us what you remember about what happened back then, more than 10 years ago? Yeah. It would be my pleasure. It was the day of the fire festival. Espella and I went up the bell tower. The wind was strong that day. When the sun had set, the festival began. It's true that the whole town burned down that day. The fire consumed buildings and people, turning them into ashes. We were the only survivors. We stayed in the belfry, where the world below us was being eaten up by hungry flames. Hoor je hem, de bel?
Ja.
The legendary fire is no fable. It happened here more than 10 years ago. There's no such thing as magic and fire dragons. So how would a whole town be destroyed in just one night?
Ja,
Yes,
goeie
that's
vraag.
something I would like to know as well. Even if we assume the celebratory fires go out of control, surely the whole town would have perished like that. Now it all makes sense. That was the missing piece of the puzzle. What do you mean, Professor? I can imagine now what transpired that night. What happened in the belfry and what caused the legendary fire. We have all the clues we need.
Nou, vertel het ons.
The true
wel.
Inquisition has evidence to show us. I would like very much to see it. What caused the legendary fire?
Have a look.
Ja.
The cause of the fire is in the belfry. It was the bell? The bell had been made by the natives and later sealed underground. It was called the Bell of Ruin. The Bell of Ruin? By the way, why does this bell have such an ominous shape? Could it be because it's made of pure silver? Pure silver? Exactly. Mr. Cantabella has told us earlier that everyone who lives here has a very peculiar condition. This condition makes people fall unconscious upon the sound of
Certain
silver.
metal silver.
No.
Ja.
And that metal is pure silver, kabooming.
Nou.
Yes, and we've been told the condition is brought about by drinking the
Ja,
groundwater.
dat weten we al.
Indeed. That bell was also the reason why the original inhabitants of this area decided to forsake it. It seems that the Bell of Ruin caused a devastating disaster. To those who have gained entry to the sanctum, heed your words. You must not ring the Bell of Ruin. I can't help but wonder what disaster this bell has caused. An enormous bell made of pure silvers, and the locals with their peculiar condition, it's not too hard to imagine what happened. It was probably the same calamity as the one that happened over 10 years ago. And that is, well, what disaster happened to this town before Labyrinthia was built? Ah, the legendary fire. Now, let us contemplate the following scenario. What would have happened if the bell room were sounded during the fire festival? Everyone who heard it would fall unconscious. And it was an annual festival. All the townspeople were assembled in the town square. Oh dear. Therefore, on the night of the fire festival over 10 years ago, all the residents instantly lost consciousness when the bell was struck. Oh no! Had it been even just slightly windy that day, the fires lit for the Great Witch Bezella would have gone out of control, and they would spread throughout the town with no one left to stop them. Because everyone was unconscious. Exactly. That also includes the two girls who were in the belfry. Espella and I. You were the closest to the source of the sound, so it was inevitable. When you recovered consciousness, it was already too late. The town had been swallowed by the flames, as if a fire dragon had come to burn it. That was a calamity caused by the bell. Calamity? You say here that the cause of calamity is the Great Witch Bezella. That night, in this very town, Bezella was more than a mythical persona. Bezella.
Losing it again.
Ja. Oh, hoort dit?
Yeah.
Hoor.
The Bell of Ruin. Bezella.
Nou,
Nice.
die is dood. Nee.
Laat me liggen, die is dood. Alweer to be continued? Jezus!
We hebben toch al een epiloog gehad? Oh, nu krijgen we een LAYTON epiloog.
Dat lijkt me epilogisch.
Ja, daarom.